Hey guys, good evening. This is UC iTrade Price, March 28th, little after 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Thought of making a little video of the price action that just happened so far this week. Just kind of give everybody a chance to get up to speed. So, from a weekly perspective, on the right side you have a weekly chart, and then we have a daily view on the left side, right? So we can see what's going on our bigger picture as well right now. And a daily view, nothing wrong, still higher high, higher low right now. I mean, from current week's perspective, we still have 3 more days to go, right? But still a higher low and sort of an inside week. And so far on a daily view, it just feels like that it's it's not giving up, right? The price is not breaking down, right? We had this Friday, and then Monday we saw a little bit of sell off, but we got a bottom wick off of 3Os. Well, this is NQ, but similar look and feel in QQQ as well. So this looks like it's holding right now. It's just not giving in to bears, right? Sure, it's not rallying as well, but right now it's just sideways and it keeps on bouncing, right? So if you look at QQQ, similar look and feel, right? 306 was our level that we were trying to make sure that bulls hold that, and we did go below that intraday, but then we saw a nice move back to the upside. Buy volume was relatively more than the sell volume, so that's an indication it looks good on a weekly view, right? Still higher high, higher low, holding 302 level on a weekly basis is pretty good, because that was the resistance on the way up. So now it's a support. And over here in the daily view, right, 306 was our level. We were wanting the price to go back up to remain bullish, neutral intraday, and that's exactly what happened. If I go into a lower time frame and bring the levels in, you could see so these levels are updated for tomorrow, right? So that's why you might be slightly different from what you saw earlier today. So this is the downtrend line, right? To kind of really get bullish, we really need to break this downtrend line to the upside and try the highest 312.8, which was the high on Monday, right? So we fell below the Monday's low earlier in the morning. Saw a little bit of downside weakness towards 304.8, 305, but then good reversal intraday, right? Back above 308.2 right now at the moment. So that's not bad. And futures, yeah, I mean, since after closing, they've been just kind of nicely, consistently, slowly going towards the upside. We really need to get above 12,808. Actually 840, I think that was my number. So this one is not updated, but you get the idea. For SPY, weekly view, still getting tight, right? Higher highs, still have to see a higher high here in the current week, but higher low definitely in the past 2 weeks, right? In the daily view for SPY, the price action is getting tight. The bearish days really don't see any significant downside follow through, right? Since the past few weeks now. This one did not see it. This one, I wouldn't call it a bearish day in a way, because it didn't really close below the previous days. This one, sure, it's got a little bit of follow through, but nothing too convincing for the bears, right? So if we really need to break down, we really need to break down below 393.6, and then this sort of a channel to the upside, right? So this is the downtrend line, this is the uptrend line. Price getting tight, we're gonna go up or down from here, right? But from the perspective of the price action, again, and even in the lower time frame, if I go into, let's say, a 4-hourly view, the way it held this level 393.6, it's nice, right? Because just by looking at it, you can see this was sort of the resistance. We tried to break out above that, couldn't do it. Then we made a higher low, broke out of that, right up to this level right here, went back down below 393.6, made another higher low, and then back above that, retested that level, bounced back. So this is the level, this is the trend line that we need to break, or if we need to get back under 393.6, that will be a weakness, right? So that's how you kind of read the price action and kind of try to make sense out of it, what's going on. And then based on the levels, which are updated for tomorrow, sort of the pivot again is 395.8. Below that, show weakness intraday towards downtrend line, sorry, uptrend line, so on and so forth. Okay, let's take a look at Tesla. Daily view, again, 186.6 was our level. It bounced nicely from that, below that level today. So did not go all the way to gap fill, which was around 183.4 right here, right? So that was the gap fill area, 183.4. Definitely we would have played a bounce just like we did, yes, I think maybe a day or two ago or someplace, I don't remember, but yeah. So this was a trade setup I always like to play, gap fills, but nicely bounced from just below 186, closed back above 188, so that's okay. Yes, it's still not a win for bear bulls, but still it's on a weekly level, it's holding that level, right? So it's still okay from that perspective. And then we have a 4-hourly view right here, still up. Well, it broke the down, I mean the up channels trend line, right? We'll see if it wants to go give us a gap fill tomorrow, or if it wants to get back above this 192.3 level. That's sort of the level where we saw a breakdown from, right? That's where we saw the breakdown from. So that's where a lot of people might have their stops sitting, people who are short. So if it gets above that, we can get a short covering rally. So kind of be on the lookout for that kind of price action. Netflix, nice move today. I did catch it from like 326, 27 all the way till 332. So that was nice. Daily view, weekly view, you know, after 2 massive weeks, maybe a little bit of rest week, this one, but still plenty of trade setups, right? From daily chart perspective, 320.5 is sort of the resistance, right? We got kind of 2 touch points right there, almost there right now. So if it goes below that, 312 is the next sort of major support level to target on the downside. Okay, on the hourly view, if we do a trend line from here, well, it's not really a nice looking trend line, but if we were to draw something like that, let me do the extended hours off just so that we can focus on the price action. So it's kind of something like this. I'm not going to count this one. This was sort of a fake move. But something like that, right? If it wants to come down like this would be the area for a sort of swing trade perspective, right? That's how you kind of align it with the horizontal price level and also on the uptrend line. So that can be a play. But of course, the price has to go down all the way there for us to kind of get into that sort of a level. For now, 320.5, it's held that. If it gets above 325.5 tomorrow, it can move towards 329, can retest 332, and then who knows if it wants to break higher. Time will tell. But right now, things look neutral to slightly bullish. Yes, we got an intraday pullback. It could be a bear trap. Who knows? But right now, price action is holding, you know, the way bulls would like to. Again, QQQ, the way price came back above 306 was nice. We'll see if it can give us a follow through above 308.2 now, because that's sort of the you know, today's high point. So it needs to get above that. We have a gap fill towards 308.6. We'll see how it treats that. Maybe a first rejection, and then eventually it wants to get above this downtrend line. Okay, all right guys, hope you guys like this little video, and if you have any questions, leave us a message. Thank you.